that I work up the graveyard. I don't even think I ever called a day off. If you a hater, nigga, please don't quit your day job. Darn, this is the only thing I see, I'm Ray Charles. Yeah, Ray Charles, shades off. Darn, this is the only thing I see, I'm Ray Charles. Yeah, I can see you suckers like I'm Stevie Wonder. To keep it 100, still gon' need an even number. I done been around the world like I just got on tour. Living off a natural high like the Commodores. Yeah, bullets hit your wood, now you ain't got no doors. Only thing I can say, I hope you got insurance. Yeah, reaching all my goals like the pot of fortune. Fuck material, my spirit, you cannot afford it. Yeah, I'ma be what I wanna be. You just want a man, you are just a wannabe. I'ma tell you now, it's just one of me. You niggas just see what you wanna see. F-U-I-N-I, you can see me flying by. Morning rise and shine, motherfucker 9 to 5. And every ancient government gon' try to lie with lies. Fuck a nut and gab, motherfucker, I'm the sky. To let you know that I got my own work pace. Your birthplace, the whole earth is a workspace. Every shit that I work up the graveyard. I don't even think I ever called a day off. If you a hater, nigga, please don't quit your day job. Darn, this is the only thing I see, I'm Ray Charles. Yeah, Ray Charles, shades off. Darn, this is the only thing I see, I'm Ray Charles. Yeah, I can see you suckers like I'm Stevie Wonder. To keep it 100, still gon' need an even number. We used to go collecting all the coupons. When I was coming up, my mama had 2 jobs. And she was never home on some life shit. Just because she had a day and a night shift. Be there on time, can't be being late. Fuck a half an hour, everybody need a break. If you ain't doing nothing, might as well be DOA. The price of life is getting cheap, you can keep the change. And I can see you niggas like I'm hella color. Casey Harris with them keys, you can tell them sell it. Yeah, got an extortion contract. I can send this shit like Kenji off of Mortal Kombat. If you love me, then you love me. If you don't, leave me alone. I can tell you hating by the breathing in your tone. Now it's all kind of energies that's reaching in your soul. Blinded by the light. Now you think it's cool, throwing shade, dog. Every shit that I work up the graveyard. I don't even think I ever called a day off. If you a hater, nigga, please don't quit your day job. Darn, this is the only thing I see, I'm Ray Charles. Yeah, Ray Charles, shades off. Darn, this is the only thing I see, I'm Ray Charles. Yeah, I can see you suckers like I'm Stevie Wonder. To keep it 100, still gon' need an even number.
Oh, I can't believe it. I believe it. Yes, I believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. Oh, I said, you better believe it. You better believe it. Oh, I said, I'll throw that. Hey, the star people back. We're going to talk about this Wampum Moneto. Oh, sad real. So we can talk about some new establishments and things. And hopefully everybody want to join and stuff like that. So people can start getting uncrippled. But ain't got to be in a position of bitching. Like, ain't got to be in a position of, feed me. Can you give me liberation? Can you create another reservation for me? No, we strong. Let us get the opportunity to show it. Boom. That's all this about. We already strong. Let us just be free to have the opportunity to show it. It'll be better schooling. You know what I'm saying? Less violence. More productivity. And a person feel like they're a part of something. That's all you need. Those 4 tactics that come together. You got culture. You got culture. I would love going to school. You got culture. I love joining that military. You got culture. I love working at that grocery store. You got culture. I love working at that version of McDonald's. Got culture. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And that's what it's about. And open the door gates for everybody, because we ain't haters, and we want to show the world that. We want to show with our actions and stuff like that. We ain't haters. We open for everybody, and there's some godly energy that has to be back down here. And then we won't even get into this money concept, Moneto. Yeah, I said Moneto Moneto. But getting into the actual currency, the Wampum Moneto, and versus English money, but how things could be transmuted, but also have a shared existence, and also be a way that other individuals can show how creative they are, which back and support the value. So yellow iron and creativity is going to be the new gold, because we ain't got nothing in the material in the land no more to back money. So money could just be printed. Money could just be electricity. But you know, that still allows you to be in a position where you could be crippled. So you still got to have some type of circumstance for your people and your culture or like-minded individuals, right? Regardless of how things could change in that area, you know that you can still be sufficient and still be able to have your 1-2 whenever things change, all the way down to they just go ahead and do a blackout and nobody can go to the ATM. And then when the ATM is updated, it take $20 for you to get money out the ATM. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. There's something in nature that still has to be, come on now, something in nature still have to be regular, all the way down to our bargain and exchange. So who ready to be God's children anyway? You see what I'm saying? This is another thing. Who's ready to be God's children? We're starting a whole new circumstance. So whatever get written about in the new Bible, it'll be whatever we doing. And so who ready to do shit like that? Because that's what it's all about too. And it's all lead to being in a certain location, having a certain way that look like it's prestigious, and people just want to copy those ways to feel spiritually rich. Then the product and everything else and the manufacturing and how we're cultivating the land just comes after. Then that seed lead into another seed, and before you know it, the whole world, because it'll lead from one continent to another continent, and the whole world will realize that's a better way to live and a better way to raise a society, whether you are in a melting pot or not. You see what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to substantiating planning, we have to know everything it takes to even be in a circumstance, even if we want to look at, you know, because we're not haters. So even if we want to look at the positive attributes of the Jews and the Jesuits at the moment and Masons at the moment, there's some qualities that we may look past that actually could be beneficial, all the way down to the little cold writing down piece of paper energy and stuff like that, if it's allowed. You see what I'm saying? We're not trying to get in anybody's business or anything of that nature. We're just taking good qualities that everybody have, and it should be okay for us to practice that for ourselves, because we can see multiple cultures, not just natives, not just freedmans, not just Tainos, multiple cultures lacking certain things that these should be the first things that be one of our grading periods. You know what I'm saying? And things I'm getting ready to speak about, all the way to, I constantly bring up certain classes that kids could grow up in to learn real magic, like making bleach and stuff like that. But that we're not getting into that right now. It's actually building a legacy also, so you can substantiate yourself, and there's a form of currency. So the spirituality gets transmuted back into the land, correlated to who's cultivating it the most. And it's the same thing. It ain't what we do, is how we do it. But this way don't have degeneracy behind it. And it's allowed for this to live too. One thing don't have to be destroyed and unalived for another thing to strive. So we actually want to practice those qualities too, in the spirit world and physically, so we all are actual representations of God's children. Now, for the most part, before we even get into having to all get to a land first and farm and property tax, we could play the game. So we're going to go from ground one, and we're going to build up mentally so you can know. And even if you feel like you're incapable, it don't look like it's something that's impossible for you not to even go down this train of thought and line of reasoning. And things that may seem like it'll take 10 or 20 years start appearing in your mind like, no, this is something simple. You'll start building up your motivation every day. Then that'll be something that only come together in a few months to piggyback that. Once 10 years pass, everything will already be established, rooted in. So when it comes to the Moneto Wampage, Wampage Moneto, or Wampum Moneto, and then we get into the versus English money, or however the case may be. So it's Moneto money. And that's kind of where they got it from anyway. They got it from us and shit, taking everything that we believe in and concepts, especially when they was dealing with the Shawnees, and plucking it and making some technology concept off of it. But that's besides the fact. Now, look, for example, this is a time to learn everything. I mean, get undistracted with anything that, I mean, we could get in our entertainment circumstances and connect with a tribe and band, but this is going to be the purpose why you're doing it. You're trying to learn everything you possibly can learn when it comes to your interest level, right? So you could develop something within it, whether it's dealing with a resource, product, or talent. So, you know, talent could be teaching, a creative attribute, a new sport, however the case may be. A resource could be something from the land, something we can cultivate, and things of that nature, or something natural, genuine, all the way to like food, all the way to teas. Product, what we could cultivate from the resource and the land and produce something off of it, right? So product, resources, and talent, that'll be a gift or whatever the case may be. And these 3 factors, learn everything you possibly can learn about what you're interested in to build that up on, because it will be needed. Even if it comes a time where the government fail at knowing how to cultivate schools, and we're in a position where we are the people, but with that curriculum and then our mannerism and our mentality and then our curriculum blend in together, we could possibly be the ones fulfilling these schools, and you could stop crime for liberation or respiration. And then if you're a native, you actually got a place now beyond a reservation to start teaching regular stuff in the world that we got plenty examples in history to know that this is what's needed again. We let other people do it. They messed it up with other stuff. Then when other ethnicities start waking up, it's bad for all of us. All of us be complaining. So now you got a place outside the reservation. Free man's got a place where they can feel like they're somebody. And then for the most part, Tainos and everybody else and whoever joining whatever I got going on, because it's about expertise. Now, for the most part, once everybody learn everything, I don't care if you into construction, you into clothes, you into knitting, you into drawing, it's all you got to do is sit back and look at the stuff that you work for anyway. Beyond that, you work for your bills, then it slide into your conveniences. So once you get your slave poor practices to keep everybody under a class property necessities out the way, then you get to look at your conveniences. Now start studying conveniences before you immerse in them. Now we can still enjoy these entertainments and stuff like that, but anything that you can see how there's a way how you can have a version of it. Because it ain't what we do, is how we do it. So we're putting energy behind things, right? All the way down to even a bucket hat. I mean, we in today's time where even China didn't give us the game and said, hey, yeah, y'all can come straight through me and just get the material. So this ain't a hard thing to do for us to get some hats. Get some bucket hats, get some hats like I already got, or whatever the case, whether we get into clothes, manufacturing, cell phone cases, anything that'll look like somebody need. And it'd be even colder if you into technology, because here's another thing why we need English money and them still, because we don't want to feel like racist and stuff like that. They know how to play that game better. So we don't want them to be in no situation where like we know half of y'all necessities of life we rule and we the God over, so you can only get that with money then. You know what I'm saying? They create a whole kind of circumstance where we'd never be. You know what I'm saying? Like, these cats is phony for real, the spirit. I'll be peeping game before even they start. So we don't want to create no extra energy. We want them to be, you know what I'm saying? Because they cold and they got better deals with Asia and stuff like that when it comes to technology. So yeah, we like Wi-Fi. Yeah, we like Wi-Fi. We like computers. We still like our laptops. We still like our microphones. We still like ourselves. You know what I'm saying? All right, so chill. We not doing separatism like y'all. We not haters. We accept everybody positive qualities. We even taking some of y'all good qualities, writing shit down. We're gonna take some good qualities. All right, don't stop people from taking good quality. You want to be accepted and praised or not? You can't be doing evil stuff and then think, all right, let's create a narrative and they're going to praise us for our degeneracy. No, just do some good stuff. Like, you just naturally get praised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why that's so hard. I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it sometimes. I don't get it. But we got to try before we even bitch, because we don't know what people think. So, you know what I'm saying? First, that's why I said, who ready to be the goddamn beginning of the Bible again? I'm tired of hearing about people 2,000 years ago and only they face on the money and stuff. How about let's start something over? You know what I'm saying? Or shit. Even if it ain't got nothing to do with faces being on money. Like something, god damn. But yeah, this is what we're getting ready to get into. Listen. Before we even get into the tribe and the bank, is that all just falls into place. All that's just going to fall into place. The main thing right now, and we all coming together right now, but even on our own time, the main thing is getting well invested and intelligent and well-rounded, wrapped around your finger mentally and physically about whatever you're interested in, so it could be part of something. And each one teach one. It could be people already working in construction, already painters and stuff like that, and we just inspiring them as another motivation to write about something in their book, to do something, and then they probably already in the shadow government world. They probably ready to fund something. You see what I'm saying? So you like, and it's not all about that, but it's just about, you know what I'm saying, just opening up some concept where it's a piggyback mentally, and so the physical circumstances just fall in our lap. It don't be something that we're so rooted for physically first. Our mental idea go backwards after it, and that ain't gonna do nothing but lead us behind bars or something like that. So it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Even though everything I'm talking about ain't got nothing to do with crime or anything, but I'm just saying, like, you might get frustrated about something that's going on in your own life that block you from doing this and then before you can do it, you got to take care of this, or Tyrone getting out of jail or something. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. Then you ain't got nothing else to blame it on but the government. And then now you want to join Public Enemy, like type shit, and then end up in a halfway house. Like that type of train of thought and line of reasoning. Not necessary. You see what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But when everybody get their expertise together and stuff like that, and this is what you're working for or making money for, however you do it now, you're doing it still for how they making us do it, necessities and conveniences, but try to replace a lot of your conveniences with something that can substantiate you, like a product, a talent, right? If you got a good talent, use the money you making to get you in these places of people who accept your talent. You're always going to want to be around someone your favorite, not around people you got to extremely prove something to. We see where I got Bobby Smurder. We see where I got Michael Jackson. You see what I'm saying? We have to start small. Get around like-minded people. You're already a start watching people online. You know what I'm saying? That you can connect with like-minded. So everybody ain't content creators, but everybody millions of other things. So we all have to be a piece to something. The content creators could be the commercials, the promoters. You know what I'm saying? The person selling something can have something on the credits that even go to the website of the content creator that promote that. Then on that, those only sold at the concert for the people in that tribe who make music. Like it'd be a whole interconnection thing where, goddamn it, we need to start to build the legacy up though too. The writing piece of paper down can't just be allowing us ourselves to do this and it get dried up for someone else. You see what I'm saying? Because this shit is very easy and simple. Now, once everybody get talented and start producing all the product, here's how we create an esoteric union banking system before it becomes physical. We could start creating the paper at that time. Once our value gets so plump and everybody knows us for it, and we are already established in the English, because we already doing it now. Even if you're a content creator, you're established in the English money kind of concept. Even if you demonetize, that ain't, you still a notoriety. So I'm saying, so whatever we doing, got a job, whatever. So we're still established in the English man thingy, whatever the case may be, in the English money. So you take that and build more of your conveniences on your talent. If you're a talent, put yourself in places where people like your talent. If it's a product, put yourself in areas where people understand the sentiment behind your toilet paper. If it's the resource, put yourself in situations where people care about more of that resource than that. So that a person can think in their mind, I'd rather buy this material t-shirt from you than a material t-shirt from China because they just gonna rock us to sleep. And I'd rather build on this so we can do that to China type shit. See what I'm saying? You gotta have people mentally motivated first so they feel like it's a purpose for them to even do that in the first place. When you waking up and you feel like, oh, this ain't gonna do nothing anyway. Oh, I ain't got nowhere that it even got an opportunity for it to be looked at anyway. This makes you put this whole concept in the back seat. So you need people, even speakers. This is where the orators, the medicine man, the medicine woman come from. It gets you to be like, I don't even care if I even thinking about money and thinking about sales. It ain't all about that. And I know if I'm there in a consistency, then it eventually be that anyway. But this gives me the even possibility, not me having to knock door to door like Dennis the Menace, or selling candy like Girl Scouts, and cookies and shit like that, male or female. You know what I'm saying? This gives me the opportunity that I know that there's a place for what I got going anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you might get lost into the Pilgrim Way, read a Robert Greene book, go through one of those laws, and it tell you don't be committed to anything of that nature. But, you know, without forms of consistency, you're not going to be able to have that stain in someone's brain. You're supposed to always be willing to go through the fire. What do that mean? That mean even those don't be in no small dick energy. That mean run from vulnerabilities and create a way where you ain't got to experience vulnerabilities. And if you do experience a downfall or something, you're not faced there to get back from it. You know what I'm saying? You actually hold someone else as a voodoo shield or something like that, or sacrifice someone else. No, it's even those times, you know, you may get someone calling you a charlatan, or I'm just using this as an example. People may drift away. When you're there and you know you didn't went in these same places in the spiritual world, you know a person didn't go through enough experiences to do that cycle back, right? So you still there so they can size up themselves if they're right or wrong kind of concept. You're not supposed to be the one to be questioning yourself if you're doing something right or wrong when you have good days, bad days. You just supposed to be the anchor, the stone. So when you play the anchor and the stone, many people are walking past the goddamn council rock and things of that nature. But at the same time, it comes a time where a person like, damn, I need to cherish the simple things. And then that's when the thing that was always there is still there. You just got lost and distracted in something. So you want to be that representation of a spirit to be in a cycle and not be lost. So when other spirits go in a cycle, they know that you're the rock that they can return to, whether you're there in the physical or not. And you're there. So you bring that natural seed on earth. So a person who don't even know you, that seed is flowing in the atmosphere. So within their environment, if they're spiritually widened enough and not so much in their distractions, whoever low vibrational around them conducted was normal, they're able to tap into your space, your spirit, take your atmosphere, your mind, and play it out in their environment. And they therefore have more consistency within their circumstances and be able to be the representation of better outcomes than someone else who probably read a Robert Greene book and say don't be committed to nothing, right? So you have to be game. Now, when it comes into substantiating all your creativities, it's going to come a time where you're going to be the only person people want that from, like Michael Jordan shoes, that bucket hat, that drawing, that type of clothing, that education curriculum. Why do you think people get paid to go speak? They could have been had a family that came up with an ordered system of a curriculum of education and came together and built the school that teach that education system. If they about to be getting paid to be talking on everybody else's stage, getting somebody else rich or some other college rich named after a reprobate, motherfucker could have been. You see what I'm saying? This is how we did it. This is what y'all foreigners need to learn. This is what we bringing back. You know what I'm saying? So it can be healthier schools and stuff like that and better curriculums and this goddamn shit. So here's the thing. Whether education, resource, product, talent-wise, there's going to, if you go so hard and these very same things we're working for to buy anyway, you're in the position of having a very same product. Then that's when we can start creating a money system where you can only get these products by this type of money. And then we can start substantiating the governors, SACHEM chief governors could be the substantiator of the money of the value. Now, here's the thing. Reason why we're using English money is because when it comes to the Wampum Moneto, right? Everything we're building up, we're exchanging through English money, right? But once we're the main value, right? That's when we can start to transmute and make people say, well, now we got this new money and you can only buy this product that y'all been buying with English money with this money. What this does is a trickle down system. Once we get fruitful enough physically from being spiritually rich, we get fruitful enough with that in the English money and then create this new money and get the order of it. And then tell people you can only get these products that y'all love from this money now. What happens is we get to create a governor system around what does it take to work for that money. So now we can bargain and exchange and create jobs of how to obtain that money, because now we have enough of it, or the English money, to be able to build this new currency. So now the products, you cannot buy it with the English money, but you could buy it with this money. But we take the English money to create buildings and manufacturings and things of that nature to make formations for people to work for this new money. So now the talent you was already doing, you could get paid for it with that money now. The product you was already buying, there's a job now you could work at to get that money to continue to buy that product. And here's the thing, and we're the hardest. That's why it takes large numbers of us, but we have to work like the Jews. That's the good quality they got. So when they copied us, the natives though, but I'm trying to get all y'all foreigners like this. Once we got the coldest products, the coldest anything, cell phone cases, especially if we starting off with limited editions and stuff like that, boost up the for the next product and shit like that. We make something simple because we so spiritual, we online and stuff like that. Plug wrappings, like anything, like the cold shit with little shell beads and shit like that, and shit get you this one, this spiritual and shit like that. And anytime you'll catch let's say you got a studio, so you know you need a lot of plugs and a lot of those layer plugs and shit like that. This prevent fires anytime there's too much charge going on, and you know, homie, the engineer left the studio without turning enough stuff off, so the shit could catch on fire or something like that. You know what I said? This protects the caution level of the amount of fire it might be. You know what I'm saying? Like anything, real shit, anything, motherfucker. We getting the detail all the way to the broad shit, and like I said, we still need them because they cold with the technology. Yeah, we like Wi-Fi. We like, you know what I'm saying? We like that shit. We like to be on these lands and doing in the middle of these things while we in the middle of live too. So y'all ain't got to be watching us like we criminals or nothing like that. You just click on the live stream and like, hey, humanity being productive right now. Even if y'all want to feel like, hey, look, y'all are children being productive. I don't know why y'all just don't want to slide in that position. Y'all still want to create fear and stuff like that. If y'all want to be gods, look at it like that. Our children building themselves up. Why y'all don't want to get in that bag? Well, I'm saying it's like y'all don't really want to feel like God. Y'all don't really be wanting to do that. Y'all just retarded sometimes. Just want somebody to look at y'all all day. Where you can be looked at that way if you just like, you know what I'm saying? Just do shit the right way. But for the most part, here's the thing, right? You need that vibe. You need that layering system. But boom, once we built ourselves up as nations and connecting bands as other strong people and content creators getting on the same thing, right? So then we create that banking union, aka you can only get these products now with this currency. But now we're in a position of power where we could create jobs on how to get that money. So then we start establishing the money and the amount of money we print based upon the product itself that we know is in good real oil running machine business now, because we just got down with the motherfucking English money. So now we're creating this new Wampum Moneto. Now, once we do that, and we have enough talented people all the way to construction workers, now we're fruitful as a legacy enough to use that currency to have people build a boarding school in America, not an Indian, an American boarding school for any goddamn foreigner who done lost their goddamn mind because they indoctrinated with pilgrim culture, and you come over here and be peaceful and go to a school that you ain't got to worry about having a knife in your pocket. The end. No other discussion need to be around nothing else. You know what I'm saying when it comes to that? Boom. Pay people for farming. Farming is the new grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So grocery stores is going to start looking like what they call flea markets. And so we about to bring that back, marketplace back. We about to start bringing that back though. So you go outside, you get fresh fruits and shit like that. So the whole community is our leisure time is work. Who don't want to go live and just do what you doing anyway, planting a whole street wide garden. You know what I'm saying? And then we getting the whole world back in sync with nature. People can't wait to spring, day one. They get to expect their favorite bands and tribes, word through mouth, and get on live and see the head fathers and madams get on live and see all the bands on their lands and stuff like that. It's, oh yeah, hey y'all, it's day one of spring. You know what I'm saying? We got these amount of plants. We're gonna plant in this order. We're gonna do the maize in this order. You know what I'm saying? Like it just become a normal thing. Man, China be like, oh yeah, ours coming next month. Africa be like, oh our spring coming 3 months later. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody get on par. We had a whole world cold with it. You know what I'm saying? Cold with it. Go back to living like God, where you don't mind building a house then. You ain't got to get paid for it. You like a 14-year-old kid. You won't have no house if you ain't go to school. And in the 6th period, it was construction class. You know what I'm saying? By the time, before you get to college, your house is built. So you start building your house elementary. By the time college is built. By the time females go to elementary, by the time they're in college, they got a special bleach, special dishwashing liquid, special brooms, and then it's a competition too. What city and group of people be selling the most products? So we doing in-house foreign exchanges and stuff like that. And then shit, China like, man, damn, we can't get none of them type of brushes unless we buy from America. Damn, we can't get none of them type of stuff. Can't get none of them salt rubber tires and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother coming out with that idea. You know what I'm saying? Salt rubber tires and shit. We got to buy that for America and shit. So anytime it goddamn snow, we ain't got to worry about it. Anywhere we park, snow melt right up under the car. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's America shit, bitch. You got to make us care enough about something, though. We be in elementary not caring enough about shit. We be in junior high not caring enough about shit. From elementary all the way to junior high, to motherfucking high school, from the urban community to a suburb. You know what I'm saying? We be there thinking like the highest routes to go is to goddamn be a politician. Man, no, it ain't, man. Nah, this type of shit is. The highest thing to go is go shoot a basketball shot like Michael Jordan. No, it ain't. You'll cut some motherfucking grass when you turn 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Should be no such thing as old ass men with construction companies and shit like that. Everybody got to pay and cut the fields and shit like that ain't no houses built in. Yeah, that shit shouldn't even exist. high grass and nothing. Like if we got lawnmowers and goddamn young stinking ass goddamn men from 12 to 16, that shit, when it comes to landscaping, landscaping corporations shouldn't even exist. That should be some of normal society at the age of 16, a young man already rooted around. It's like a normal thing. Like they body made for it. You know what I'm saying? They thought made for it. They feel weak that why they ain't starting on it yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like what the fuck we doing? Why we raising a whole bunch of wet cotton ball cornbread, oven baked cake, goddamn waistlines? This ain't right. This ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, let's get back into the money part. Now, once we establish getting so fruitful, take all this English money right now. Learn everything. Start producing a talent, resource, product, in some case, and then duplicate it. Once we're in that situation, now we could transmute it into that union banking system. Let everybody know it's going to be only from this money. Now, we could create circumstances where we could create how to work for that money. Pardon me. Now we put the value on how much you would get paid doing that resource, talent, or that product, right? Because now you're getting into manufacturing. You're working for your life. You ain't working to pay bills now. You're working for your life. And in this situation, shit, that'll be able to be much sweeter. That'll be second thing. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I can take care of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting this new life now. I'm making my life easier. You see what I'm saying? Name something else. Name something that the Jews that they did. You know what I'm saying? They did the same kind of shit. So you ain't about to tell me shit like this don't work. You just can't be weak ass motherfucking spirits. That's what I'm saying. Who ready to be God's children? Because goddamn it, the first period is military and shit. Like, oh, you're full. All little boys. First period is military. First period, you doing push-ups. You running in a circle about 12 times. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Then second period and shit like that. Gym might not even exist. It's straight military first period, 6 a.m. in the morning. Oh, no, none of that. You're going to build some testosterone before second period, third period, fourth period. You know what I'm saying? When the sun rises, your muscle better rise. And that's it. You got to be strong. You built in your longhouse. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong for a woman when you get older. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about once the wigwam built, you know, you ain't got to worry about kitchen appliances, brooms and stuff like that. The young females, the young little girls got periods for that. I'm saying you got periods, getting your ass outside and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We're going to learn some real shit. Some real shit. Not no bullshit. But for the most part, once we get transmuted and say you only can buy these products, resources, or experience this talent with this money, now we can create jobs, how to make that money, but the jobs is just going to be a more expanded version of what we just built from the English money. AKA, you're going to work in the manufacturing portion of that. So whatever the resource was, now we built up enough of England money, and we could transmute it with the Wampum Moneto. Then once we create the jobs, right, we still got the product. Is this the job is keep producing the product within a manufacturing template now. Now you can get paid this money that we just built up from the value of these products off of by now us being a well-oiled running machine. So now, even if you want to perform or be a part of that talent that we just transmuted that you only can make this money for, now you can get paid in that currency. If you want to be a part or make the money of based off all the products that we just took over and shit like that, being competitors and shit like that, now you have an actually manufacturing company, even if it ain't the product that you specifically want to buy. And we all a team, we got a manufacturing company that you can work at and things of that nature to make this type of money and things of that, because we just taking over everything at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, and then once we do that, we make this money of value that it's worth getting paid for, it's worth working for, and then now we can start building our structures, and then now we can start building anchor points, mother trips, American boarding schools, Grocery stores based off farming. So that become the next job, the job life itself. Everybody who live in the area, your job is to farm too. You know what I'm saying? Or we just create an area for that, or however the case may be. And then for the most part, once we get into that, then it becomes a quality of being able to be fruitful and eat, fucking, and sleep in energies. Right? So we're manufacturing the food, manufacturing the product, and the comfort zones for everybody could think peacefully and stuff like that. So that's what it actually means when I say eat, fucking, sleep. And then for the most part, now we have actually something to pass down to whoever come after us. It's an in-house cycle system. And it ain't like you can't go to Africa, Canada, China, make money there, and it ain't no machine to transmute it into English. You know what I'm saying? Why not add one more? You know what I'm saying? Why not add one more? And respect these lands and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we show we powerful. That's how we show we mean something. So we got to show that we make America look good and stuff like that. We can't count on people that's still in some butthurt ego energy about something that we're not even going through anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what we got to be the ones. We got to be the ones that, because here's the thing, right? We could cry for them to do things, and they could use that as a scapegoat to be like, well, this is where y'all tax money gonna go then. If y'all don't know how to do it yourselves, y'all want us to do it, all right, we're gonna do it, but don't complain if you don't like how we doing it. And that goes for the education system. That goes for how we governing ourselves and stuff like that. We supposed to show them we don't need a police force if y'all don't like the police. I don't have a problem with the police. I'm just using these as an example. You know what I'm saying? And we all got a healthy mind. Then they don't have to be like, well, look at y'all stupid people creating crimes and stuff like that. And then y'all claim y'all smart. But then when people do stupid stuff, y'all need us or something like that. Well, shut the fuck up then. If you know what I'm saying? It's like that. So I'm trying to raise y'all to be adult spirits so y'all can start thinking like how we thought, how the natives thought when they know how they just had to live amongst us, and then they started to downsize us. But ain't nobody trying to fight. But in the spirit world, y'all got to become adults so y'all can look at y'all ways to be like, it's certain things that we're involved in, you don't even have to be involved in, that lead to being criminal. That it's because you're giving it more matter. These things don't matter. For an example, you could be someone who just got out of jail, so you want to rob and steal because you can't buy your kids a Happy Meal or something like that. But you'll be happy to work at a McDonald's that was ran by your tribe or your people or your culture, and it looked like it has an outcome to something. It don't look like it's you just lost in the world, and you might be in a certain ego, like, I don't want to work there, I want whatever you may be, but all of that will fade away. Like if you in some type of circumstance of a communion, you see what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like I'm trying to create situations where it ain't the outcomes that y'all leading into. And a lot of times it takes us to take charge in areas that strong spirits, adult spirits supposed to be paying attention to. And I don't be seeing enough of y'all paying attention to that shit when it comes into the world, all the way down to the Martin Luther Kings and stuff like that. Yeah, he had a native as his best friend, but he wasn't thinking enough and shit like that because he still had the foreigner mind. He should have just let the native homeboy take over and shit like that. We still won't be in this. We'll be in a better situation now and shit like that. But these ideas is gold. But it just takes us to could do it. But I'ma start it. But we just have to work hard and inspire more and more people to be on a train of thought. Then it'll start to trickle in as being a train of action. Then it'll trickle down as us starting to be comfortable enough to connect with each other. Then that'll trickle down into everything that came with anyway. In the meantime, we was all invested in our talent and what we bring to offer. And I mean, what we have to offer to bring to the table. So even when it comes to the education, learn your curriculum. And even if you might be not thinking you a leader, but if you're a content creator in some way, you is a leader. You need to like focus yourself on a curriculum, because it might be a situation where, let's say we all is in one pocket and we all start in one school. That school need a bunch of curriculums, right? It need 8 periods. So we need 8 teachers, 16 teachers, 24 teachers. You see what I'm saying? So learn and perfect your creativity and intellect and your expertise. Invest all into that. You know what I'm saying? Invest everything into that, because it will be needed. Because that's going to be the first value. Then it's going to give us an idea how to pluck from the land. And that's going to be what backs the currency. You know what I'm saying? The resource, the product, or the talent. and how it's cultivating the land. And what we make out of the land, that's what backs the money. And all we got to do is act out great moral traits. So the more relatability and synchronized we're in, right? The synchronizing energies we're in, the more that the money system seems more respectable than one that might keep you up under. You'll be able to see how even ways of making money and ways of flourishing is a lot better. And I feel better doing it for those type of purposes. You see what I'm saying? Instead of you looking at what you're doing now and we seeing the devaluing of the dollar and stuff like that, and you don't even, it's really a lot of shit that you get money and even you don't even care to buy. Like these products is getting weaker and weaker. It's stuff that they're creating that no one cares about. So it's like, and it started like that with movies, and now it's starting to get like that with products and everything. So there's no new juice. There's no new yellow iron. There's no new clothing structure. There's no new way. Like y'all just letting things that's outdated 1700s. There should have been a new concept of a tuxedo that some other culture make normal or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I'm in right now. I'm in some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some new space age galactic federation type shit. You know what I'm saying? This is some we outdated down here right now. Like too outdated. Everything has to be changed. We like too outdated. So learn everything you can learn. Learn everything you can learn and start exercising that shit. I don't even give a fuck if it don't even look like you're trying to, if it's in the product area. It ain't about you trying to sell it. It's about looking at it like you obtained something. Same way how y'all look at Jordans. Ooh, I got all those Jordans. Look at your creations like that. Ooh, I took my money and created that. And don't even look at it like, even look at, you can look at it even like dollar bills, like something to save, but just things to stack up. So then when that time comes, it's your time, it's your shift. And it's the door open and you'll be prepared. If you stay ready, don't. You ain't got to get ready. Oh, Sarah, shout out Sugar Free and DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be something where it's just some inspiration come out of nowhere with some like-minded shit. It could be something like even me. I just come out of nowhere and then pop up in your city and say something like, I got a concession stand there and shit like that. You already got all the products you've been working on. Instead of something just passing you by, it could be me or anybody or anything beyond that. And something just happened and you already had the idea, but then something just pop up where it aligned with your shit and you ain't put in no work. You ain't got it. You ain't got none of this shit to bring. So now you just gonna throw that in the back seat. Damn, I would have went. Damn, I would have participated. But I got, you know what I'm saying? You in that energy, you ain't ready. So it's like, just get ready. Anything that you're doing right now and build on all your creative gifts, your talents, your product, your expertise about something. If you teach, if you're an online content creator, try to put that in a pretty box as a curriculum. Find a way to take what you're talking about and make it like a curriculum if you can. So therefore, even if you reach a time where you can teach others how to teach it in their way. So it could be in the classrooms, or you can teach it, or when you get old, it could become that curriculum that even your kids can still eat off of or go to those schools for free. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. But at the same time, we have to start somewhere. So try to figure out a way how you can package your curriculum, whatever that is, so you can really start going through those positions too. Like, because it's a lot of content creators, and you might gotta reach that little root where you kind of gotta question yourself, do you even really got anything to offer if you just talk about hip-hop or something like that? And when you do reach that, it ain't for you to jump out that lane and just be like, I ain't shit. Or do I gotta figure out if I can teach math or not to be a part of something? Or do I gotta cope and just still do this because I know it's just about English money and this Wampum Moneto? I know I might think about that. No. With the expansion and listening to me, it gives you better ideas where maybe you can create a curriculum around that. So you could become the first face of the most intelligent version of that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you could be the first world star hip hop in the new way or something like that. Because we need all things. We need news reporters. You know what I'm saying? Because a news reporter will only talk about our business, what we got going on, and stuff like that. And even when it comes to business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, and we can start that online too. I had ideas about starting that, but it's just I don't be knowing when I'm crossing paths at times. Let's say it might be somebody I'm interested in that I see potential, or want to join with online or something like that. I don't be really knowing these people how they think for me to really just start some shit and start creating that spell too, we and us. So sometimes I just stay native and people who watch me, but put out the sentiment, and then I sit back and see if people are on the same train of thought and line of reasoning. And regardless of the differences, we're men and then other women. So that the differences, we got our own territory. The differences ain't about it. It is morally we're going in the same direction and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? We might lift weights different. That ain't what's coming into the play of our connection. Our connection is we going in the right way, and this is a good establishment as a single goal morally and mind state wise that lead to better actions for everybody, because everybody got something to participate with, and we're also participating and building some type of legacy with a tribal band thing, where it ain't nothing different than what the Jews done did, or however the case may be. So in that context and stuff like that, that's what I was about starting that. I had another point, but it's about starting that process and starting it early. So therefore, when we're connecting, even with the English money, we're only buying each other's products. So we have to make sure we're getting into some type of situation where we're starting to build up on ourselves on the things that we know that we're already buying anyway, and start getting good at these things, and then get out of our ego. For an example, I like the type of silk scarves and things of that nature, or even knittings and stuff. Anybody that's trying to join the band, or you got your own shit, especially if you're a content creator, and that's a potential for us to join, you're the only person I'm buying that from. You see what I'm saying? Like, anybody go to the store, anybody get on Amazon. If it's the same thing, it's the same thing. The point of me saying we all got to get out of our ego is that. And to us natives, that's not ego. This is what the colonists stopped us from doing. You know what I'm saying? This is not ego to us. We're dying to find somebody and groups and large people to start this. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. So when it comes to that, bandanas or anything, we already starting this, but this is the things that y'all allow the colonists to take, then give y'all the crumb versions and don't expand on it. So it'd be like they're giving y'all books now, giving y'all knowledge, giving y'all small things that y'all can do all the way like crystals and gems, without understanding it's that and so much more as a whole culture. They don't allow them to take from other people's stuff, destroy them, give it to y'all, and give it a safe way for y'all to still do it, but not in a way where you own it. You know what I'm saying? Not in a way where, you know what I'm saying, you're able to be seen as a representation, pardon me, of this whole land in general for other countries and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it's supposed to be. So ground one is getting as talented and invested as possible in whatever you do when it comes to a talent, product, or a resource, because that's going to help us build the business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. It's going to be built up off of talent, product, and resource. Once we do that, we end up taking over everything that's valued, because we're the most creative in it. We're the most creative in business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, because we're hitting them with our resource of it, our platforms of it, our product of it, our talent of it. Now, once we do that, we slowly but surely start to invert into this new currency, right? You can only get these resources, talent, or product to filter out through a business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics with this type of currency. Now, once we do that, we can start building ways to make money off that currency. Jobs. Now, the jobs end up being manufacturing corporations for that product, resource, or talent that filters through business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. Now that's a motherboard chip. That's a generator where talented people, we put them in the manufacturing corporation because they like the talent ideology. So we put them in a generator up under that theology with their new talent that they're trying to build it, and it could filter through being the most talented business person, being the most talented education, business, entertainment, religion, politics. Boom. Product. We put them in a generator and spit them out, right? Spit them out of the mother lodge and then bee nest, and then they sting everybody in the world, being having the most resource when it comes to business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. We spit out, we put the product-based people in the little pocket generator culture. You know what I'm saying? Mix them all up, spit them out as bees and wasps in the world, male and females, and have them sting everybody in business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics with that product. Now, slowly but surely, people want that money and want to work for that money and go to those jobs for that money more than this other money. You know what I'm saying? And more than them jobs that make you feel like you enslaved, but you still have to transmute it, though. You know what I'm saying? Due to the fact, like I said, we need electricity and stuff like that. Y'all don't get a little... I said, don't get racist. This for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now, slowly but surely, once we got the jobs we're creating for how to make the money, the products is already there for the money to be spent. Now we got this esoteric banking union system that all we need to do is take that money, pay construction workers, and actually build that first bank that we make a holiday around. We celebrate the day that we did it around. We all do, even when we ain't in that city, when we all just doing something or we vacation, we like honor that and like the ceremony. We all can't make it to that day. You know what I'm saying? We all still do. It's like you know what I'm saying? Real shit. And we turn YouTube and TikToks and stuff like that to our news networks and shit like that. And at 6 o'clock, there's somebody there at the concession stable with a few other people talking about it. Hey guys, yeah, we're here now celebrating the first new WURLDIAH bank and stuff like. I say, oh, some cold, man. I made my heart melt. Shit made my heart melt. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Please, government, don't take that and figure out all kind of 1,199 ways how to destroy it and then just make us feel like we on our way to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Don't make it. Please don't do that, man. All love. What happened to the goddamn peace pipe and the tomahawk? And then got England man up there and on the bottom native, and then got the handshaking in the middle. What happened to that? I'm waiting on my British collar man in the coat. I'm waiting on it right now with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. Like, come on, what's going on? I said real shit. Real shit. Like, yay. But for the most part, boom. Once we do that, we in business. And ain't nothing wrong with English money, China money, African money, and ain't nothing wrong with these damn transmutation machines we got, these ATM machines that you can exchange it through. You know what I'm saying? So y'all trying to make everything cryptocurrency anyway, so that make it look like everything would be easier in a worldwide type of way. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like no harm. Your job that you work really will be based on what kind of money you made at some point once we get back in that Confederation territory kind of spot. You know what I'm saying? And so ain't nothing wrong with that. So now we really got to fight like God's children for real. Your money only worth who's the most creative out of whoever backing that money. Because our mind is the yellow iron now. You know what I'm saying? We done made everything GMO. So shit, I done seen square watermelons and shit like that and all kind of shit. Them Chinamen doing this shit like that, rocking people to sleep. Same watermelon, it's just $1,000 because they grew it in a square box in the yard, in the field and shit like that. So they charge you because they took the time to do something simple. You know what I'm saying? They charge you $1,000 watermelon. You put in your mind it tastes different. Oh, so you put in your mind and something. That was the same damn watermelon. They just made a goddamn square capsule to grow on it. You know what I'm saying? Something that was 50 cent charged is $1,200. This damn scamming ass Asians. Fucking scammers. We better learn how to get like this. I'm telling y'all, it's anything. That's my whole concept behind even saying it can be anything. Plug cords. You know what I'm saying? Phone cases with good knittings. Only person could get it from you. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You can't nobody copy you if they try. Special knittings and shit. You went to Walmart in the back and got those little shells and knitters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And once we get good at it, we create the job. We done made so much English money. We can start before we transmute it to Wampum Moneto. We done made so much of that money to keep building us up because people buying it from us. Or people wanting to hear things from us, or people liking the concepts of us. That's the resource, product, and the talent, right? Then for the most part, we're able to re-up to the point that we need manufacturing. That's when we can slide in. Hey, these products is only from this money. Then people gonna be like, damn, how do we make that money? We got jobs, y'all. We got manufacturing corporations now. You know what I'm saying? We on our way to that first bank. We on our way. Yeah, shit. Shout out to the white boy. He taught us good. He taught us that. Now don't stop us now. We're going to assemble right there. Let us natives assemble like that. You know what I'm saying? Let us try that. Let us try that one. Let us raise the freedman. Let us raise the Taino and stuff. We got the spiritual system and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got a piece of the freedman in me. So you know I can connect with them better than anybody y'all be trying to throw up there. And shit like that. Real shit. I'm the one that can connect us all together. I'm the walking rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm the beauty path. But I'm native first, bitch. So you gotta let me do it. You know what I'm saying? And then goddamn it, when I die, I'm coming back. And my daughter gonna be my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. She's native. Y'all seen my daughter already. You know what I'm saying? So my genes strong. My family genes is strong. We ain't going nowhere. So you gotta put my face on a dollar bill. Got to. You know what I'm saying? Got to. We strong. You know what I'm saying? It's a strong race. So like real shit, you gotta understand, we gotta put these things together real quick, you know what I'm saying? Let somebody else be uncrippled. And you see how I ain't mentioned liberation? You see how I ain't mentioned I need help? You see how everything I was talking about, willing to work for it? That sounds like something we gotta do ourselves, don't it? That seems like we gotta go get jobs, we gotta go get resources, we got to build the material. Don't that sound like something we had to do? You know what I'm saying? Don't that sound like something we can do too? Don't that sound like something we ain't got to cry about? Don't that sound like something we'll be happy to do? And we doing the same thing now. We just doing it in an unhappy space. All we got to do is switch our spirit in that happy space, and we do the same thing. And hey, what we do is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? You can work at McDonald's and hate it, or you can work at a McDonald's we created and love it. The end. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I don't see nothing better. I'll work at a restaurant all day if it's mine. Should be going live in there, showing all other people that's in slavery restaurants, hey, this is what y'all need to do. This is better ways to do shit. You know what I'm saying? China start being like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get in, like everybody family will be uncrippled because what built from this is legacy. So everybody got something to grow up into. All little kids just got something to grow up into. So it's a normal thing. Your job is your fun. It's almost like school. Y'all know that first day of school we'd go and it's like you nervous, but you can't wait to blend in type stuff, right? Everything, our life is culture. The job's everything. You'll feel lame not being in these places. You'll feel lame. You don't work at the family restaurant, or you don't work at the culture restaurant. That's the culture. Everybody there. That's the only way you're gonna get if you're a young man. That's the only way you're gonna get a girlfriend. Young woman. That's the only way you're gonna learn anything. That's the only way to being around people, culture, elders always around. All kind of. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest shit ever. I don't want to live like no other way, bitch. We got to start it now. Even if we all mixed in, y'all keep bringing all these foreigners over here. Shit, they get down with the culture. That's what this American boarding school gonna be about. Know what I'm saying? Real shit. All you Americans, aka pilgrim foreigners, no matter your ethnicity, little Acons go get in that school and learn some native shit. And the two languages everybody gonna learn. You're gonna learn English and Native American. You're gonna learn Eden. You're gonna learn Adana. It's a blending of all the Native American languages, so all the Native Americans already gonna understand it. But the way I'm going to structure it is back in the day, so nobody need interpreters anymore. Well, I already got it constructed. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, all I did was I already know my shit. Kitaba Suin. All I do is just connect it with shit I'm already familiar with, the Algonquin and all that shit. And then for the most part, boom, so it's two languages. They just English, Spanish, Latin. No, it's English and Native American. That should be the only thing that makes sense. I don't want to get on no news channels and hear about Israel all day. I don't want to hear about Iran all day or nothing like that. No, bitch. It's about America. All right? It's about America. What was here first? Native Americans. What came over? Now you are brothers and sisters, Europeans. So we speak Native and English, bitch. I don't want to hear no motherfucking rapper trying to get sold over here. Swinging from a tree. I went from UK. Ding day. I don't hear that shit now. Not over here, bitch. I said. None of y'all punk ass religious no more. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad, foreigner. Jesus Christ, a foreigner. You know what I'm saying? His people not over here no more. Half of the Mayflower Pilgrim, Illis Bolts people, they ain't here no more. Shit like that. Jesus, you go back float somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You pack up your bags too. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yakahimi and all these. Oh, y'all can pack up y'all damn bags, bitch. It's back native land, bitch. Walking talking. I say, you gonna come over here. I say, shit. You ain't gonna make no money to go back on your lands and make no piping systems and water systems and electronic cities and shit like that. Go make money and become a top supreme artist over there then. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't got no money and they all poor working around with sleepers on and shit like that, or make a money currency then. Leave us the fuck alone over here. We ain't trying to be threatened by no damn missiles floating over our heads no more, no splinter cells, nothing. Motherfucker. It's about love and peace over here, bitch. Venus. Motherfucker. I'm saying real shit. You gonna let motherfuckers get uncrippled. Said that everything I broke down, that don't sound like it's in nobody way. That sound like it don't step on nobody's toes either. It sound like you even a part of it. We working hard with the English money to even do it. Man, we a part of everything. Don't make us feel like we X'd out of shit. Real shit. This energy I'm in make people feel like, damn, I need to even get a job and shit like that. Because now they feel like they can work towards something. Now a person don't even care. Yeah, I work at McDonald's. I flip the food burgers because I know this check every week got something I'm inspired to do with it. You know what I'm saying? A person can inspire to quit from McDonald's now and shit like that, but be the hardest worker in there right now and shit like that. That's how America look. The fighting spirit. Y'all got that from us. You know it. No, you even created money from Moneto. And Wiki Moneto. Real shit. Y'all know it. Let that flourish. Let it go. Let it flourish. Sometimes you got to let things go and shit like that. Everything can be way more better and colder and shit like that, right? But a whole new structure system, even because at the starting point, it ain't even got nothing to do with no one getting money, but it's making everybody, changing into that money, but it's making everybody inspired to make money. So, because you know, you like, all right, yeah, I need to make this amount of money because I know I need this amount of knitting, or I know I need this amount of money because I need this amount of paint. I know I need this amount of money because I know I need this amount of bricks or this amount of layers and sticks and cement and shit like that. Whatever you into, construction, artists, music. I know I need this amount of music because if something was to come out, damn, this is like a free concert that I can start doing. What shit? More people paying attention to this shit anyway and shit like that. So man, fuck getting signed. I got the music to show up. I ain't just sitting around thinking I can make music. Let me make this music. So I already got 10 songs if this happened to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, because now you online, even hearing people like me. It's inspiration. You probably had in your mind, you will never meet Dr. Dre or goddamn Quincy Jones and this shit. Right now, you don't give a fuck. You back on native soil. Your spirit feel better now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Somebody, the father of the home, a madam father energy of the home, make you feel comfortable over here now. Better shelter and better possibilities or something. You feel like you could do something yourself, make something else lit. When someone start writing it down in history, goddamn it, you the only face of the thing that's getting ready to be done for the next 200-300 years. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. That's the spirit you need to be in, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all don't put your, if you think you, let's say you a scholar and you a content creator, right? Well, put yourself in the shoes of the pilgrims that was getting hit upside their head, right? But they still was fighting their big brothers in Britain and shit, even at the expense of Native Americans and other people they did in other lands, in Africa and shit like that, right? But think about it. This what you get up and work your blood, sweat, and tears for, right? They, even if the persons ain't real, whatever, it's their forefathers in general still creating it. That dollar bill, George Washington and shit like that. Like, think about that. They did the same thing, this treacherous. I just broke down like a natural, simple way. All it takes is for God's children. Strong spirits. I know you ain't about to let no, and I'm not talking about nobody right now when I say this. I know you're not letting demons' children's could come here and just let demon and Satan just let everything. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Where's God's children? I know you're just about to let demon children be like, well, I can do that. And do it in the most degenerate way as possible and all flunked out ass history when we God's children. And we could do that without even lifting a finger and not harming nobody. The only time we harm somebody is because they body transmuting to look like gods and goddesses because they is only hurting, going through pain because we building something that's going to make us relax at the end of the day. And that's all it takes. I know y'all ain't about to let no Satan and Satan children feel stronger. You know what I'm saying? With something real simple. Now, I ain't talking about nobody when I said it. I'm just using these as examples. Y'all know everybody be needing religion in their head and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. For all your religious folks, we got to become the coldest in business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. The end. And I love all y'all from the motherfucking bottom of my heart and shit like that. Real shit. See a lot of y'all in person, but and this is like, and when we get around each other, like I don't want people to think like, because online this is getting algorithm shit like that. But when we get around each other, we're not talking about news, politics, or whatever. We talk about what we can do, like what I'm talking about now. What we can do, what you know how to do, what you know. And then we're giving an offering too. The offering is based upon this. You know how to make crystal gems, you know how to make a knitting, you know how to make a drawing, and anything that we have to start valuing each other, because when you wake up in the morning and leave your jobs and clock out, you don't be waking up with birdies and stars flying from your head to realize that's the only thing you're going to buy. Won't you get yourself in the game? But I know we need motherfucking leaders and people to speak this. That's why y'all got a medicine man right now. But I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Aries Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Welcome to New Warrior. Bubbles.